Hey guys, welcome back. Now I know when picking out a Bluetooth headset or earbuds, some of the things that you guys always check for, is like, oh, what's the Bluetooth profile that it supports, or does the headset support some of the more popular, really good codecs like aptX or even aptX HD or LL, which stands for low latency. But a lot of times we don't think about what about the devices that we are transmitting the audio from, like your mobile phone, your console, or even like your PC. If you're talking about phones, there aren't a lot of phones actually that natively support some of these aptX profiles. And when it comes to laptops, almost none, almost no laptops support these aptX profiles. Same for consoles, like your PS4 and your Nintendo Switch. So, not a lot of you might know this. So, but there is a solution, all right? We have this, all right? So this tiny thing here is the Creative BT-W3. So what is it? It is basically sort of a Bluetooth audio transmitter or transceiver. Now I know some of you might be wondering, like, why on earth are you reviewing a Bluetooth transmitter? Aren't those pretty straightforward? Well, most of them, yeah, but I tell you, this might actually be the best one ever, right? So this one supports all the profiles that I mentioned, all right? So it supports SBC, which is of course the most popular profile. Every single device supports the SBC audio profile. And then of course you got aptX, aptX HD, and aptX LL, which also stands for aptX low latency. Now, before we go more in depth about all these profiles and what they're good for, let's talk about the unboxing. So obviously you get this, which is the transceiver or transmitter. You get your documentation. You also get a Type-C to Type-A adapter, because this one is Type-C over here. And also you get an analog mic, which we will talk about later on. So what are all these aptX profiles? So aptX was the original one that was created to sort of give you better audio quality back when Bluetooth, when you had like Bluetooth 1, 2 and 3 and all that, where the bandwidth was still pretty narrow. So that sort of compression gave you slightly better audio quality. Nowadays with Bluetooth 5.0, which this one also has Bluetooth 5.0, so now you have things like aptX HD. So aptX HD is supposed to be very near lossless quality audio, all right? So I've tested it. And by the way, if you want to use all these profiles, first, obviously your headset or your earbuds or whatever audio device needs to support it first. Now, the only audio device I have that supports all these aptX profiles is the Creative Aurvana Trio Wireless, and that is actually one of my favorite earbuds of all time. And if you want to check that out, I'll put a link to that in the video description below. But anyway, going back to audio profiles, the next one is the aptX LL, also known as low latency. All right, so before I talk about that, now the most popular profile is the SBC Bluetooth audio profile. And for that one, the latency can be between 100 to 500 milliseconds depending on the quality of that audio transmitter that's built into your audio device. And yeah, so that's why, you get some people who complain and say that, I have these earbuds, when I play YouTube videos, when I watch videos, on my phone or my laptop or whatever, there is a latency and there is quite a bit of difference between the audio that I hear and the visuals that I see. Now aptX LL, now that has a latency pretty between 30 to 40 milliseconds. That's a huge improvement, right? And honestly, that would be indiscernible to almost anyone. And of course, the aptX and SBC, those are pretty straightforward. There are more devices that have aptX and every device has SBC, so that's not really important. Now, another great thing about this device is pretty much plug and play, all right? So you just plug it into any device, whether it's your PC, whether it's a Mac, whether it's your PS4 or even your Nintendo Switch, all right? This is compatible with all of them, and it is basically plug and play. So setting this up is really easy. So for example, let's say you're plugging into your laptop. Just plug it into your laptop, press and hold this for 2 seconds to get this into pairing mode. Get your listening device on pairing mode as well, and they will connect automatically. And then when you're connected, you have an LED light here, right? So the different colors basically tell you what profile is being used. So the first one is white, all right? So white basically stands for aptX low latency. And then you move on to a yellow light, which is aptX HD, all right? And then you've got the blue, which is your regular SBC, and then you've got green for the regular aptX. And the setting up process is the same for any device that you plug this into, whether it's your PC, your Mac, your PS4, or even your Switch. Really easy. But again, I must say, all right, to use all these profiles, your audio device, whether it's your headphones or earbuds or anything like that, it must support these profiles as well. Alright, so I mentioned with the BT-W3 you get an analog wireless mic. So basically you can use that instead of the microphone on your listening device. So it's really simple to use as well. Just plug it into your PS4 or even your Nintendo Switch. So with the mic there are basically two modes, alright? So you've got HFP, which just lets you use the mic that is built into your listening device. And then the analog mic mode, which is pretty self-explanatory. It uses the mic that is given with the BT-W3. Although do note for your PS4, you do need to go into your settings just to make sure that you pick the right mic. So yeah, I absolutely love this device. Is there anything I don't like about it? No, I think it works fine. I do wish though that Creative created an app along with it that would just make it easier to use instead of like with the buttons. Like for example, if you're pairing it to your headphones, you know, you press and hold for 2 seconds to connect it. But if you've got another device nearby that's in pairing mode, it might connect to that instead. So at least having an app to let you see what it wants to connect to and then connecting to it, I think might have been a little bit easier. So the Creative BT-W3 comes in at about 59 Singapore dollars, and with the functionality that you're getting, I think that is excellent value. I never thought, you know, that in 2020 that I would be reviewing a Bluetooth transmitter, but this is an excellent device and I would easily say the best audio transmitter out there. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of the Creative BT-W3. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.